China is about to change the world forever. What if I told you there is a silver-colored metal with unlimited energy potential that's safer, cleaner, and vastly more efficient than traditional uranium-based nuclear power? This could be the greatest discovery in human history. A discovery capable of transforming economies, reshaping the global balance of power, and revolutionizing life on our planet as we know it. This is the future of limitless energy, and China is leading the way. You gotta watch this video to the end. You won't believe what's coming.
Listen, you cannot run an advanced economy without these rare earth elements.
Rare earths are 17 silvery white minerals that are used to produce weapons, drones, wind turbines, and electronic goods. China dominates the rare earths industry, accounting for 70% of global production and 90% of processing.
China could use rare earths as a countermeasure. Analysts have been telling me that China could potentially restrict the sales to the United States in the name of national security.
The EU imports 90% of rare earths and magnesium it uses from China.
Rare earth materials really drive physical AI and defense for the future. It's really the future of warfare.
Ukraine says it holds about 5% of the world's critical raw materials. Now, among the critical minerals, graphite, a key component in EV batteries and nuclear reactors.
The world must prepare for a new global leader. China has achieved what no other nation could, unlocking a virtually limitless energy source that will reduce energy costs to almost zero. While other nations struggle with fuel shortages and economic instability, China has found the key to a new era of energy dominance. The future is here, and it's powered by thorium. For over a century, wars have been fought over fossil fuels, economies have crumbled under energy crises, and nations have been shackled by dependency on unstable energy sources. But deep within China's land, the answer has always been waiting: thorium. Thorium, a silver-colored metal, has remained overlooked for decades, yet it holds the power to generate 200 times more energy than uranium, operates without meltdown risks, and leaves behind only a fraction of nuclear waste. And now, China has uncovered a game-changing deposit, 1 million tons of thorium, at the Bayan Obo mining complex, enough to power the nation for over 60,000 years. With this discovery, China has secured the future of clean, sustainable, and virtually inexhaustible energy. A total of 233 thorium-rich zones have been mapped across the country, forming a national energy shield that guarantees China's rise as a global energy superpower. Thorium is not just another energy resource, it is a strategic advantage. China is pioneering a future where energy is abundant, cheap, and clean. Unlike uranium-based reactors, thorium reactors offer 500 times more energy potential per kilogram of fuel. No meltdown risks, safe, self-regulating reactors, minimal waste, reducing toxic nuclear byproducts by up to 90%, including independence from Western energy control, ensuring China's safe sufficiency. It's called energy supremacy. In an era where energy dictates power, China will control the flow while others remain dependent on outdated and expensive resources. China is not just making discoveries, it is putting them into action. The nation has already approved the world's first commercial thorium molten salt reactor, scheduled for operation in 2029 in the Gobi Desert. This facility is only the beginning. With advancements in thorium technology, China is set to deploy modular reactors across the country, capable of supplying entire cities with stable green energy. While others talk about clean energy, China is already building the infrastructure to power the next century. Molten salt reactors, MSRs, represent the pinnacle of the nuclear technology. Unlike conventional uranium reactors, they operate at low pressures, eliminating the risk of catastrophic meltdowns. Here's how it works. Thorium is dissolved in molten salt and heated at 1400 Celsius. Neutrons trigger a chain reaction, converting thorium into uranium-233, a potent nuclear fuel. Heat generated from the fission powers turbines, producing vast amounts of clean electricity. 4. Minimal waste production. Unlike uranium, thorium-based reactors generate significantly lower radioactive byproducts. This is not just a scientific breakthrough, it is the key to breaking the global economy monopoly. With thorium-based MSRs, China will lead the world into the future of safe, cheap, and nearly infinite power. China's energy supremacy and the global impact. With thorium at its disposal, China is renewing the rules of the global energy. The implications of this discovery are profound. China will dictate the future of global energy markets. No longer reliant on oil imports or Western-controlled nuclear technology, they will lead the world in nuclear innovation and the next-generation energy solutions, providing a sustainable, non-polluting alternative to fossil fuels. The West has long relied on outdated energy sources, struggling with rising costs and geopolitical conflicts all over oil and gas. But China has leapfrogged into the future. While Western nations remain trapped in old technology paradigms, China is pioneering an era where energy is abundant, affordable, and powerful. China's discovery of thorium is more than just an energy breakthrough, it's a global shift in power. The world has been warned. The days of expensive energy and Western energy monopolies are over. The nation that controls energy controls the future, and China now has secured its place as the world-leading energy superpower. The world must prepare. China's rise is inevitable. The age of thorium has begun.
Everyone, we're going to continue watching this story for you and make videos that keep you up to date. And a lot can happen from now and then, but we study geopolitics because it creates opportunities in the market. And now I want to switch to the investing portion of today's video and share with you a unique opportunity in the gold space. By the time I'm done explaining the value proposition of Gold Mining Incorporated, which is the sponsor of today's video and trading on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol GLDG, you'll see why I believe that this is a rare moment for gold investors. Now check this graph out. Now gold hit over 2,900 an ounce, an all-time high in dollar terms just a few days ago. So gold is at an all-time high in euro, pounds, Japanese yuan, CNY, Australian, Canadian, and nearing its US dollar peak. Now the GDXJ index, which aggregates junior mining gold stocks, sits at $50, compared with 167 in 2011 when gold peaked at $19.25 an ounce. Today, the spot price is approximately 50% higher, while the GDXJ is down more than 70% from its peak. Now hold on a moment, I got a lot more to explain about this because check this out, the VanEck Junior Mining's ETF graph. Today's sponsor, Gold Mining Incorporated, symbol GLDG, on your screen now, is trading within a few cents of its 5-year lows set during the March 2020 global panic. As of this video release, Gold Mining GLDG market cap is approximately $159 million with no debt and $145 million in cash and equity holdings. Gold Mining Inc. owns an 80% stake of USGO and just over 12% of GROY. So at current, 9.9 million shares of USGO are quoted at about 106 million, and 21 million of GROY, Gold Royalty Corp, are quoted at about 28 million. With cash on hand at approximately US 11 million, this gives us a total of 145 million in cash and equity holdings. Yet when the company originally acquired their dozen gold projects, the peak combined market caps of the companies that held them was a staggering 850 million Canadian, which during the period of 2010 to 2012 was much closer to par with the US dollar than it is today. The combined peak market cap was calculated based on each respective company's peak share price during the period prior to acquisition. Gold Mining Inc. GLDG is trading at approximately 85 to 90 cents during the filming of this video right now, which is near its 5-year low. Looking back in August of 2020, gold mining GLDG hit $272 a share when gold first reached the 2,000 ounce mark, yet the stock is now approximately 70% lower. The value proposition is intriguing at today's stock price of approximately 80 to 90 cents per share. Gold Mining Inc. owns a dozen projects containing an aggregate of 12.5 million ounces of gold equivalent estimated mineral resources in the measured and indicated category, and an additional 9.7 million ounces of gold equivalent estimated mineral resources in the inferred category. Now, clearly, there is a gap between its market price and asset portfolio, and this is how I look at this exact situation. I want to thank again today's sponsor, and please do your own due diligence and speak to your financial consultant before investing. Now, let's get back to the video. China has just unveiled a breakthrough that might be the greatest discovery in human history. An energy revolution powered by a silver-colored metal, safer, cleaner, and far more efficient than traditional uranium-based nuclear power. As we've seen, this isn't just innovation, it's a complete game changer. This technology could reshape every economy, alter global politics, and redefine the entire balance of power. And now there's no turning back because China has officially taken the world by storm. Economies will shift, power dynamics will transform, and the nations around the globe are watching closely. With limitless energy at its fingertips, China isn't just leading, it's dominating the race of the future. Well, now that China has taken the world by storm, I want to thank you all for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us below, do you think this is a moment in history which we will look back as the turning point? I want to hear your comments. Thanks for watching.